We have nearly 500,000 Lego pieces in our house, and it's a lot to manage. And if you have a small collection or even a big collection, you're probably experiencing the exact same thing as we are. So in this video, we're going to show you how we sort our pieces, and I'm going to give you 5 tips that I've learned over 17 years of being an adult fan of Lego. We got a lot of places where we store our Lego, including down in the basement where we have about 130,000 pieces on display. The kids have like 75,000 pieces in their area, but most of them, we do a lot of building, are the pieces right here. So what we have are a lot of different bins. Now I'm going to give you my first tip of storage, and that is wherever it is that you do your building, you want your pieces that you use the most often to be close by. Wherever you build, you want to be able to reach out and grab the pieces that you want to build with and that you most often build with. So check this out. And I was prepping for this video, I took a look at these bins right here. And these are just hardware bins, but I had a lot of minifig stuff in them and ended up moving them, and I'll show you where those were in just a moment. But I got those out of here because I don't use those pieces until I'm done with the creation. So let's check out our storage up here just to kind of show you. These are great for small pieces. Like right here, I've got these fantastic corner tiles, and then I've got plenty of Technic pins up in these bins right here, more Technic bushes and axles and half pins throughout here. But I've also got, check it out, I love these pieces right here, these 1x1 round pieces with the hole in the middle. Those are really useful. I've got bracket pieces, 1x1 bracket pieces. I've got candle pieces, all those small tiles that you get with the dot sets. You know those? Yeah, those are in these bins right here. I've got some of the bricks where I don't have a lot of that particular color, but you know, I have a little bit. So if I want to do some accent work, like these light blue bricks, or maybe even these purple bricks. These are pretty cool. I don't have a lot of them, but they're a great place to store right here in case I want to do some accent work. So a lot of those useful pieces here. Ooh, you know what? While I mention it, I love these Nexonite shields. Autumn, you like these?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. I have a bin of those that are really nice. And of course, plenty of these foliage pieces, which you can sometimes grab on the pick-a-brick wall right here. So these are, again, useful pieces. I typically use them quite a bit. Now, I also, if you noticed when Autumn did her pan, Autumn, why don't you do another pan real quickly? You know, we have a lot of different bins with all these different sizes and colors and all that stuff. And that's another tip that I want to give to you, right? And that is, if you have a lot of pieces to store, you don't have to rush and get everything uniform the same way. I said in the intro, I've been collecting Lego as an adult for 17 years, which means that my collection grew to the point where I had to get more storage. And so I might pick up some of these, you know, blue containers, Sterilite containers, instead of the white ones. And that's what's available, right? So don't rush and go out and spend a ton of money on your storage. Speaking of which, I got these clear bins right here off of Amazon.com, and they're, I think, like 20 bucks for a pair that comes like this. And I really like these because they give you the chance to see real clearly what's in them. You know, right, what's in here. Orange bricks, dark green bricks right here, right? So these are really good storage bins, and they come out in drawers really easily, just like that. I love orange bricks, by the way. And that allow you to just grab pieces pretty quickly. So again, pieces that I use a lot are going to be over here, like these bricks, like these bracket pieces. I love snot work, and so these brackets allow you to do a lot of that. So I've got a bunch of those. Bow slopes, these are really cool pieces. I know a lot of you have them, but I kind of have different bow slopes here. I've got a bin of these bow slopes right here, which are pretty cool. I've even got more bow slopes right here. And check it out, a 4th bin of bow slopes. So lots of stuff in these bins right here. And again, common pieces, 1x1 tiles over here. I've got 1x1 round bricks, 1x1 cones, 1x1 plates up here. This one's getting a little full, but I love the feel of just stick your hand and let them run through. That's really, You like, Autumn likes it better with the tiles. We'll see what it looks like with the tiles. You stick your hand in here and just let them grow. Fantastic. Autumn's right. That feels really nice. I like that. Very therapeutic. So that leads me to my third tip, and that is, if you want to use pieces, have them available to you, first tip. But the third tip is that don't force the pieces that you don't use to be a part of your close circle pieces that you're going to be reaching for when you build. You can put them out of the way. It's not a problem at all. So make sure you think about that when you are sorting your pieces. All right, I'm going to put this drawer away right here, and I'm going to show you some other stuff right here. So take a step in if you want to, Autumn. I got these bins right here. And, you know, this is something where I've got pieces that are minifig related here and in here. So I've got minifig heads, minifig legs, horse pieces, you know, the saddles, the bardings, and things like that. I've got some large animals like trolls from like 15 years ago, minifig legs again. These are a lot of minifig accessories. I'll show you one. You want to see one of them? Yeah, let's take a look at one of them. So this right here are all my like gem pieces. I've got shields. I've got oars and rifles and revolvers, shovels, books, epaulets and shoulder pads. I've got space tanks and things like that. More shields over here. So there's a lot of those kinds of small accessories in these craft bins right here. So it's a mix and match approach to our sorting, but I think it works. Now, I'll show you this right here. This is a wipes container. And I've been keeping pieces in wipes containers since my kids were in diapers. That's been over 10 years. So I put things like animals in there. So these are my animals, not all of them, of course. I've got a bunch, but check it out. Yeah, I do have a goat, which goats are coming back in 2024. I also have one of Autumn's favorite animals, a duck. She loves ducks. And so I've got a lot of these animals right here, eagles from Lord of the Rings, wargs, things like that. So I've got a lot of bins back here in the corner that are pieces I don't use a ton of, but fit into those bins. And I know when I need to get them, if I'm populating my creations with some life, I want to put some animals in there, some trees, like prefab trees, I can put those in there. All right, let's move on. Let's check out some of these Sterilite containers. So we've talked about this back row over here. Now we're moving into Sterilite containers, and the Sterilite containers are so useful for storing Legos. You've seen them before, but you know what? They give you great space. Like I got my arches, these 1x5x4 arches right here. These are great pieces for building archways and castles or walkways or things like that. I've got those here, 2x2 tiles. And look, the drawers just slide out really easily. That's why I love some of these Sterilite containers. Oh, that's good stuff right there. Lots of 2x2 tiles and plenty of bricks, right? I've got medium blue bricks up here. I've got yellow bricks. I've got blue bricks. Check it out, this bin right here. I don't know if I can take the whole thing out very easily. Oh, I can, check it out. There's over 1,000 1x2 bricks in blue right here in this bin. I got them for like 2 cents a piece. It's like really cheap, 20 bucks. And I was set for life when it comes to my blue bricks. I've got tan bricks, 2x-N right here, red bricks. I've got red slopes. I've got old gray. Check it out. Old gray 2x-N bricks right here. I think it's fantastic to get those. Build some really cool castle stuff with that. I've got my black bricks right here. Tan 1x-N bricks. Technic bricks. I've got 2x2 round bricks up here. Dark red bricks, which by the way, the Ghostbusters HQ from years ago was great for these. And I've got some other pieces, 2x2 plates and 1x8 tiles. But again, these all pop out really easily. Here's a little trick for you. Autumn's giggling there behind the camera. If you have ones with notches, you just squeeze them in and they come out. See these little notches right here? When you squeeze them in, they loosen up and you can pull the whole drawer out. So in case you don't know that, really easy to put in and out, but it adds a little bit more stability. So these are bigger Sterilite containers, but I've got some smaller ones right here, which again, useful pieces. I love jumper plates. I use jumper plates a lot. And here's Kiara's spiral of gold. Interesting stuff. But those really are useful. I use them a lot. Same with cheese slopes, another great piece to just sink your hand into. If you ever have a bunch of cheese slopes, you do that, that's fantastic. I've also got 1x1 round circles here. One of my favorite drawers. I got a lot of favorite drawers, to be honest with you, but these 1x2 tiles. I got a bin of these 1x2 windows, which are great, including some of the curved ones. I love these. These are fantastic pieces. Autumn's giving me the dirty eye there behind the camera because she likes them. Check it out. This is another one of my favorite bins. Holy cow. Bricks. Fantastic. White, sand green, little purple. Those are fun. A piece I use all the time if I'm building small stuff as well as big stuff. I've got these brackets. These are really useful for snot work right here. I also have a bunch more arches, 1x6, a 1x2x6, 1x2 slopes, larger facet and rounded pieces. And down here, I've got more windows, more of the 1x4 variety right there. Some of the old style, some of the oldish style, and then I've got some of the newer ones in there as well. But I've got some other containers. I'm not going to go through all of them in these rows. I don't use these quite as much, but I've got the 1x2 modified plates with bars, with modified plates with clips on them. I've got grill bricks right here, including, and this is another little trick. If you've got pieces that you don't want to have to find within a category, you can separate them out. I've got a little bag of old light gray grill tiles right here that I can put in there in case I want those. I've got fences, got the spindle kind with some of these ladders. Or these are the lattice fences. These are the spindle fences right here that I just sorted the other day. Ooh, and these right here, I like these. These are definitely one I want to highlight. I got these groove bricks right here. Sand green are fantastic. Those are pretty rare. And white ones that are yellowed because they're so old, from the 1980s, back when I was a kid. Here are my flags. I like these flags. Check it out. I got some cool flags in here, like, ooh, some original Wolfpack flags. I've got a Harry Potter banner, Gryffindor, which when you turn it around, Slytherin. Actually, it's Slytherin, and then you turn it around to Gryffindor, right? And then I've got a bag of some pretty rare flags, including, now these are broken handles, but I got the Rampant Lion, the Black Falcon, and I've got the Captain's Daughter, which is one of the flags from a recent set. So those are really cool. Glad I have those. All right, and then up here, transparent bricks, more lattice fences. I've got some old gray pieces creeping in there, door rails. I like these, really useful. By the way, the door rails you can use for a lot of architectural detail. If you check out some of the modular buildings, you see how they use the 1x8 and the 1x2 door rail pieces, which are, ooh, double cheese slopes. When cheese slopes themselves aren't good enough, you got some double cheese slopes. I've used like half of my double cheese slopes on my Lion's Gate Castle, which is down in our display in the basement. Lots of windows for modular buildings right here. Check it out, building custom modulars. I got the white. I've got different colors, including some nice sand blue, some green, and I've got the newer like 1x2x3 windows as well. Then we've got Autumn's favorite drawer right there. That's right. When you run out of room for bricks, or you just don't have a lot of one color, you can just combine them, and Autumn loves when I combine mint green and lime green and different shades of purple and bright light orange and all those colors in there, including, ooh, what's this? Oh, metallic gold 2x2 from the Town Plan 2007 is when that set came out. That's a really cool brick. That came with 3 of those bricks. Moving on, I've got this weird container I got free. And so that leads me to actually another tip, is don't worry about spending money on your storage. You don't have to make everything uniform, but you don't have to spend a lot of money. We found some of the storage, like this bin right here, not full of Lego, of course, but just the bin itself for free on a Facebook Buy Nothing group. So we were able to collect that and didn't have to pay any money for it. In fact, I'll show you some other bins that we got for free as well. So this is really cool. I love these snot bricks right here. Fantastic. Also got more 1x2 modified plates up here. Ooh, the 1x3 and 2x3 tile bin. You know, those are good pieces right there. And then sometimes you have a lot of pieces from a particular set that you don't really know what to do with, and that's this bin right here. I have the roller coaster, And I got a bunch of these octagonal modified plates, 2x2 modified with 8 bars on them. And so they just have their own bin. Different slopes and Technic pieces here. Over here, some old Technic pieces. I've got some more castle window type pieces here that I think are pretty cool. You got some of these lattice windows, and then there's some that are barred, kind of like a prism window. My 2x2 jumper plates, which is so full I can't even open it. Now that I've opened it, do I really want to close it? Yeah. Okay, there we go. Panels, lots of panels. More fences. Check it out, more fences. These are the ones that kind of fit more in the Ninjago City stuff. So I've got like elves, and then these right here, which I think are pretty cool. More arches over here, including 1x3 arches. Coming up here, more bricks. Are you tired of seeing bricks? I tell you what, green, dark tan, sand green. Ooh, sand green bricks. One of my favorite colors. Autumn's smiling behind there. She likes tan green bricks as well. We're going to be using these for a custom modular pretty soon. We've got snot bricks here. These 1x1 with studs on one side, which are so useful. I use a lot of those. Lots of different colors in there. Plates like 1x3. I got 1x4 tiles, old gray plates, snot bricks in 1x2. Snot bricks in 1x4, lots of those. And some of these right here. Old brown in this bin right here. These are old brown bricks that I like to use sometimes if I'm mixing in some woodwork. And headlight bricks and more stuff over there. More bricks. Check it out, even more. My light blade bricks. And light gray 2x-N bricks. And then I've got some slopes in black, all my black slopes in there. Foliage pieces, which are pretty cool. More plates up here. Technic plates, 1x6 tiles, all the way up to 1x2 plates. There we go, stretch up, there we go. And that ends those Sterilite bins. Now over here, I've got even more. I've got more plates, my 1x6 plates. This is a bin that we got for free. It kind of fell apart, so it's kind of hard to open this top one, which is why I went with the 1x6 plates. 2x-N plates that are large, 4x-N plates. Lots of Castle Harry Potter stuff right here in this bin. I really like these, including this 1x6, 1x5x6 panel. That's pretty cool. And these from the Botanical Gardens. Got a couple extra of those. So these are really good for castle building or just filling up the wall of something. Lots of plates right here. 16x16, 8x16 plates. Very useful. If you're ever building ships down here, I've got plenty of hull pieces. You definitely want to have those if you're building boats, right? So lots of those. And then bigger plates at the very bottom there. All right, so that is the table and above storage. Now, I've got even more stuff below the table. I'm not going to go too much detail in these, but I just want to show you a couple of things. Like my dark gray bricks, I really like having a lot of those. White bricks, but old white bricks that are kind of yellowed, so kind of nasty. Reddish brown, some plates down there. I've got doors in this big bin right here, which I think are really useful for modulars. You like this one right here? Autumn's really liking this pink one that says open on it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Down here, I've got unsorted pieces in blues and greens and teals and things like that. So I'll have to sort that out at some point in time. Lots of other pieces here. I've even got more pieces down here. Unsorted gray bricks over here. Check this out. This is amazing. We've got 2 huge bins just full of gray pieces that I don't even know what to do with. Like, yeah, I have to sort them all out. Ooh, that's pretty useful. Love that 2x6 brick there. But yeah, lots of pieces to work with there and here that need to be sorted. And even more white pieces to be sorted here. Here I've got my 2x6 plates. Down here I've got roller coaster track. Just in case I want to build something, maybe a monorail around my modular city one day. And then unsorted black pieces, including this life raft right here and some big tires that need to be sorted. So that is a ton of bricks. We're talking well over 250,000, 200, maybe even 300,000 up here, plus all the ones that we have down in the basement and with the kid stuff. Now, that's going to lead me to my fifth tip, final tip, and then I'll show you what we have in our basement, just to kind of show you where we store a lot of other stuff. And that is, take your time. You don't have to be in a rush to store all of your Lego. You can do it across years, and it's okay. You don't have to have a perfect Lego sorting system from day one. In fact, typically what happens is your collection grows and you have to redo your sorting system, and you have to add new drawers, or you have to separate out pieces and all that stuff, and that's perfectly fine. Take your time, organize it the way that makes sense to you and allows you to have fun when you build. All right, so let's go check out our basement. All right, so now we're down in the basement. I wanted to show you how we display a lot of stuff. I already did a video on our display, and we've done some vlogs on our modular city, but I want to show you, like, this is the modular city in front of me, where we've got probably about 70 to 80,000 pieces between all the modulars, custom modulars, and these streets, which use a ton of 1x2 tiles, and this promenade that the kids and I built to kind of lead up to our town hall. So a lot of pieces there. We've got the new museum right here, which I don't know if we're going to put in the city, but I don't know exactly where yet. We did a whole video on what it looks like next to other modular buildings. And then we've got our display over here. I'm not going to walk through that because I have that video on that, but you can just see a lot of pieces that we have here with the Ninjago City pieces, sets, the customized botanical gardens, the new family reunion celebration. We've got more Ninjago City Home Alone. Over here, we've got the Lion Knight's Castle and our custom castle here that has a lot of pieces. All of our backlogs down here, so I'm not going to show you all of that, but a lot of pieces caught up in there, and then a bunch of sets on these 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves here, and then instructions below that. So that's a lot. So that is how we store 500,000 Lego pieces. And I'm not going to show you where the kids store theirs because that's a whole mess and we don't need to get into. Thank you for watching. Check out one of our other videos. You can click on one of the links down here or here. And always remember to keep building together.